Hello, Internet hockey fans, and welcome to the Friday, June 2nd version of Scoreboard, your morning report. Excuse me. O ye of little faith. Well, before we get on to that topic, let's just mention Stanley Cup playoffs get underway tomorrow night. Florida and Vegas should be a very close series. Lots of great hockey to look forward to. As I mentioned to a few people at yesterday's social gathering, I'm hoping that Vegas will dress, at least for some of the games, Ben Hutton and Phil Kessel. That's who I'd like to see in there. Okay, back to O ye of little faith. They were on the ropes. They were on their knees. Remember in the round robin, Kamloops defeated the Peterborough Petes 10-1, I think it was. 10 goals, anyways, against the Petes. And a lot of people gave up hope on Gavin White and his band of merry men there with the Peterborough Petes. They were still on the ropes because they lost their first two games out of three in the round robin. A little glimmer of hope when they won their third game in that round robin. And then back on their knees again. Last night, they had to play Kamloops in the tiebreaker. Remember, Kamloops scored 10 goals against them in that. Score got up to be 4-1 for Kamloops. And guess what? This old guy said, that's it. Sorry, Gavin. I'm going to retire for the night. So I went to bed 4-1 Kamloops. Well, Pete's came back, scored 3 goals to tie that game up. And then midway through the overtime, Avon scored for the Petes to catapult them into the semifinals tonight when they will play against Seattle. What a comeback. What a surprise for the Peterborough Petes and Gavin White. Speak about Gavin in just a moment. Just a note of interest to fans tonight. Although we've been seeing these games at 9 o'clock, I think tonight's game is scheduled for a 7 p.m. Pacific time start. That makes it a little later here in Ontario. 10 o'clock start, I believe, for tonight's game. Check that out, though, just to make sure, because that's still 12 hours away, and who knows what might happen. Gavin White, this year, you may have noticed he's not scoring, not picking up a lot of assists. You don't see him around the opposing team's net, and that's because Mike Oak and the Peterborough Petes, Mike has lived in Brockville. Back when his dad, I think, was a bank manager here in Brockville. Mike, now the GM of the Petes, did live here in Brockville back in the day. I think he lived on Tupper Street, as a matter of fact, just a couple of blocks away. So what's happened to Gavin White? Well, nothing's happened to Gavin White. They have turned him in to a different kind of defenseman. I think last year, with the Bulldogs, he had a green light, and he was go, go, go everywhere. He didn't, I'm not saying he didn't have any defensive responsibility, but boy, he was, didn't see him on the blue line that much. He was in deep all of the time. And I think the Petes have forced him into becoming a more rounded defenseman, and I think Dallas is going to appreciate that as well. Because, a rushing defenseman in the OHL isn't always going to cut it in the NHL. And as a friend of mine used to say, when a crusher becomes a rusher, he'll soon be an usher. Well, that's it for this morning. Don't forget, Pete's play against Seattle tonight, 7 o'clock Pacific time. We may even do a special show tomorrow to report on the status of the Maple Leafs. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate you tuning in this morning. A little Gavin White story and the big story, of course, with the Peets. We'll see everyone tomorrow.